early morning in the spring when the birds are starting to gobble. You're getting set up, getting your decoys out. Birds are flying down. That's something special. All of us turkey hunters out there, you know what I'm talking about. You love that feeling when the spring's here and it's time to go chase those big gobblers. South Dakota, hunting Merriam's, there's tons of birds and man, they like to talk. One thing that's a little bit unusual about hunting Merriam's is you might have to do it in the snow. South Dakota turkeys, here we come.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. And Field and Stream, where traditions begin.
We're gonna have some fun this week. We're heading to South Dakota. We're gonna be turkey hunting with Western Ranch Outfitters, and I've got two of my best friends from back home coming up to hunt with Uncle Randy and I, Sean Stokes and Ian Stokes. We're gonna have a good time turkey hunting no matter what the birds are doing. All right, we're here in South Dakota. We're actually at the famous Wall Drug exit. Gonna meet Sean and Ian Stokes, our good buddies from North Carolina, in Rapid City here in just a little while. It's been a cold, slick ride, to say the least, from Texas. The trailer's got ice chunks all over it, and it's gonna be a cold week. I don't know if the turkeys are gonna do anything or not, but we're gonna give it a good try and see what happens. Fuel up and go meet the boys. What's up?
Are we turkey hunting or polar bear hunting?
Polar bear hunting, man. What's going on?
How you doing?
What's up?
How you doing, Mike?
Good to see you. We got the Stokes brothers.
How's it going?
Are y'all cold enough?
A bit chilly. It was 75 at the house when we left.
Yeah, this is kind of stupid.
It was raining when we left ours.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's go to the range. Turkeys are waiting on us. We made it. Kinda. Go put some boots on. When we got to South Dakota, I could not believe how cold it was. As soon as we hit the Nebraska line, we were driving in the snow, and all the way to Rapid City, we met up with Sean and Ian, and it's freezing cold. This is gonna be the first time we're gonna get out on the first morning of our hunt. We're gonna be hunting in snow. I've never hunted turkeys in the snow. We'll see if they're gonna gobble. Got a gobbler coming. Well, this is the first morning of the hunt, and this area, typically there's a lot of birds roosting in it. So we headed in there, but with the bright moon and as much snow was on the ground with no leaves on these trees, because it hadn't turned spring yet here in South Dakota, it was gonna be hard to get close to these birds, and they fly down so early. When we got in there, we had to basically set up way short of where we wanted to go. We kind of knew what they were gonna do. We just couldn't get close enough. They're gonna see us. And these birds started hitting the ground, and I mean, we didn't even have good camera light, and there's turkeys on the ground. There are turkeys everywhere in here. It's just crazy. I mean, this is the most strutters I've seen in one spot in a long, long time. I mean, literally out in front of us and to my left, there's probably 30 to 40 strutting birds, and I don't know how many herons. It's insane. First day here in South Dakota with snow on the ground. We got in here a little too late. We didn't realize there was going to be 150 turkeys here. We got birds strutting less than 100 yards away right here. Just nuts. Those same 3 gobblers keep coming up to about 100 yards and going away. And every time I get real aggressive, they'll come back. And I mean, there's 100 turkeys over here, about 125 yards to my left. As soon as they walk on the other side of this big tree.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Field & Stream, where traditions begin. Hunter Safety System. Conquest Scents. Thermacell. Fusion Ammunition. Tough, accurate, lethal. Real Tree. Nature Blind. Bad Boy Buggies. True Glow. Whack-'em Broadheads. Wild Game Innovation. Spy Point. Flextone Game Calls. Nikon Sport Optics. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. And Pete Shoe Dryer.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Field & Stream, where traditions begin. Trusted equipment and apparel available at Dick's Sporting Goods.
They walk on the other side of this big tree. Yeah, baby. I got my first turkey in South Dakota. That's the first turkey I've ever killed in the snow. This is pretty cool. I got my heated insoles on. It's 15 degrees this morning, and we just killed a turkey. Yeah. Those turkeys are just walking off over there. They don't know. They're either too cold or they don't know what happened. All right, that gun's unloaded. Man, look at that. First turkey of our South Dakota turkey season up here. That's a beautiful bird, nice full fan. Got a decent beard. A lot of these Merriams don't get super long beards, and that one's not very thick either, but he will do. Looks like a 2-year-old by those spurs, but pretty dang good. First turkey I've ever killed in the snow. It's about 15 degrees this morning. It's the end of April. I can't believe it's this cold. Got Sean and Ian Stokes, Uncle Randy, and Hunter here with us. We got a bunch of tags to fill this week, and we got it started off. Got my first bird. This was a pretty exciting morning, and I got one. About 55-yard shot. It was a long poke, but we got him. Good way to start it off here in South Dakota for sure. Well, Ian and I were out. We set up a Field & Stream blind. We had a great location for our morning hunt, and just nothing happened. We couldn't hear many birds, and they just weren't in the area we thought they would be. So we decided to get out and try to do a little bit of stalking to see if we could find a group of birds that we could try to call up. Black arrow. We finally heard some birds off in the distance. We started to kind of close in on them, and Ian and I had to cross this big open area to try to get into a little stretch of timber. Hopefully the birds were going to be on the other side of that timber so that we could try to call them back to us. And these Merriams, they talk a lot and they're normally in big groups, and of course this was no exception. There's a huge group of turkeys and we get caught in the wide open. We basically had to lay down flat in the middle of this open ridge, and these birds get really close to Ian.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Trusted equipment and apparel available at Dick's Sporting Goods.
There's no doubt we've definitely made a mistake. We got caught in the wide open. We had to just get down as quick as we could, and Ian's doing a great job. I'm laying flat on the ground about 10 yards behind him, and we got the camera about 10 yards behind me, and these turkeys are getting closer and closer. Well, Ian's got jakes literally 6-7 yards away from him. I look down to the left, there's more hens skirting around the bottom of the ridge, and my cameraman Hunter behind me is telling me non-stop, Mike, there's gobblers to the left, I can see the strutters. And I just never peeked my head up high enough to be able to see over this little lip. He's filming them the whole time. We've got 3 big strutters right there. They're in shotgun range, and I have no idea. Ian and I are trying to communicate, and he's got some jakes right on top of him. It was just so hard to do anything because these turkeys were so close to us.
You can't see. I don't know if you can see.
There's a strutter. Hey, shoot one of the strutters.
Okay. I haven't seen a strutter yet.
Pick your head up.
Are they in range, Hunter?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Just look up.
Ian, there's a turkey right. Ian, see who didn't strutter is facing us. Ian. 1, 2. What? 1, 2, 3.
Booyah! Yeah, buddy. we had those gobblers right there. We snuck right up. Ian had a hen and some jakes right here at what, 4 or 5 yards?
Maybe.
And then I came crawling around here. Ian came down this little chute, and we got up, and those birds just weren't going to get any closer. And I think those hens were sensing us, you know, and they started to kind of go. I said, the gobbler on the far left, 1, 2, 3, we got him. And there's a second turkey down there flopping, so I don't know if we got a jake or a hen, but it's legal to shoot any turkey on the tag we have here in South Dakota, so it doesn't matter either way. I'm tagged out and Ian's tagged out, so we're done turkey hunting for South Dakota. Let's go, man. Get my shell here. That was pretty sweet. South Dakota, Uncle Randy, Ian Stokes, Rock Stokes, Hunter. We are having a ton of fun here. We got 2 turkeys here, and that is a beautiful Merriam turkey. If you're ever gonna mount one, buddy, that's the turkey to do it. Look at that fan, wow. Look at the hooks on him, heck yeah. Let me go grab this second bird. Unload my shotgun, congratulations, buddy. That's a big old gobbler. It looks like a hen anyway. I'm gonna grab this turkey. It doesn't look very big. Well, it's a hen. Suicidal hen right here, buddy. She came running right into the shot. And thank goodness that it's legal to shoot any turkey on the Type 37 license that we have. You know, we got 2 great gobblers. We 1-2-3'd that one, and we got 2 for 1 sale. Ian, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Well, we got 2 turkeys here by accident, but hey, we'll take it. That's one of the coolest hunts I've ever done right there. I mean, we stocked up. You had jakes and hens 4, 5, 6 yards at the most. I mean, then I was able to crawl around and get close and start calling, and it kind of held those birds here. In fact, those hens kind of came at us, and those jakes were kind of coming back, and it kept these 3 gobblers right here. Now that I know we could get them, I wish we'd have sat up and shot them earlier, but we picked the same bird and shot 1, 2, 3, and she kind of ran into it. Good to go though, it's legal. You know, stuff happens and it happened to us, but we've got 2 great birds here in South Dakota. Ian killed a nice gobbler this morning. They flew down so early off the roost, Uncle Randy wasn't even ready to start filming, but Ian got his gobbler. I killed one in the snow yesterday. That's the first turkey I've ever shot in the snow. You see the snow's gone now. Great time here in South Dakota, man. Fan that thing out, show that off, man. That's a beautiful bird. Got some big old hooks on him and a beautiful beard. I mean, that's a good 9-10 inch beard, good thick beard. And a lot of times these birds, they freeze off in the winter, but that's a perfect Merriam turkey right there. If you want to come hunt Merriams, come hunt with us here in South Dakota. Call us at SOE Hunts. We can set it up. Come hunt these same ranches we're hunting and hunt with Uncle Randy and I.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Trusted equipment and apparel available at Dick's Sporting Goods.
This week has been just an absolute ton of fun hunting with Western Ranch Outfitters. Those guys have got some great ranches up there that we're hunting on, and you know, having Ian and Sean in camp with Uncle Randy, we just had a lot of fun. It's Rock's turn. He is the only one that has not killed a gobbler yet, and we are getting down to crunch time. We've got to get Rock on a big bird. Yeah. So Rock's set up on a ton of birds. It's an afternoon setup. We know kind of where they're going to be headed to get back to eventually where they're going to roost. And he's right in there, and a big group of deer come through. He's starting to see the turkeys, and a big group of deer come through and just spook everything. A lot of the birds end up flying across the river, going up that steep bank, and just mess up the whole hunt. Rock's come all the way up here from North Carolina, and we're going to do everything we can to get him on a bird. They're just being a little tough.
So we come down here just to lay low and see if we can find out where these birds are roosting, so maybe we can get on them in the morning, and we'll know exactly where they are and how to set up for them. Stay tuned.
Last morning of the hunt. This is it. We've got to get Rock on a bird. Rock and I head out. We hear one lone bird gobbling. We get set up on him right at daybreak. We do a flat out cackle. We're putting some sweet calling to him, and the bird goes the other way. This is the way it's been going for Rock the whole trip. We start easing up to the field edge, and we can hear some spitting and drumming. We ease up a little bit more. We can actually see my truck straight across the field, way over there, and all of a sudden, there are the birds. They're just easing around the edge of that field. Rock's going to get his opportunity.
The last time we heard this bird was just in the edge of this field here. We're gonna sneak up top and see what we can see. I think I might hear them birds drumming up there at the top of the hill, so it can't be that far. I definitely can see a couple of hens. He's coming.
I tell you, this area of South Dakota has got a ton of turkeys. If you want a great turkey hunt, give the guys a call at Western Ranch Outfitters. They have a ton of birds and they can put you on them, that's for sure. Sean and Ian, or we call him Rock and Ian, thanks for coming up and hunting with us. We had a great time. They're some of my best friends from back home. We grew up together hunting, and it was good to spend some time with them. Uncle Randy, of course, always the comedy relief in camp, and we just had a great week of turkey hunting. Everybody killed some birds. It worked out perfect, and even Sean got his bird on the last morning, basically the last hour of the hunt. Thanks for watching Savage Outdoors, and we'll see you next week right here, same time.
This segment of Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Evolved Harvest Premium Forage Seed. This is not your row crop seed bought at a co-op. This forage seed doesn't die once it's nipped. Evolved Harvest continues to grow all season long, producing more groceries per acre and ultimately more deer on your land to hunt. The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Nikon Sport Optics. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Hunter Safety System. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Otis Technologies. Fusion Ammunition, tough, accurate, lethal. Pete Shoe Dryer. Bad Boy Buggies. Nature Blind. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Can Cooker. Spy Point. Thermacell. Shoot NC Reactive Targets. Shoot more. Shoot better. Crossbreed Holsters. Leaders in holster concealment and comfort. Handmade in the USA. The Caldwell Lead Sled. No recoil, no flinch, no excuses.
Hunting's good for us.